Good evening everyone and welcome to the Telstra locker room. Really tough night for the boys in probably the first wet conditions we've had for some time, but Port was super powerful around the ground, numbers everywhere, won most of the clearances, inside 50s, use of the ball when it was wet was very good. So a deserving win by them, and a 6-goal second quarter set them up.
Thompson, Ryan got up there, big leapers went up including Yo. But Bonner had a chance, had long enough. Spears it over the goal umpire's head. You can only fight back one goal at a time. They've got one.
Well, down here in the Telstra locker room, Daniel Pratt, the defensive coach. That's a tough night for the boys, mate. They were powerful, weren't they?
Yeah, they were. They were aggressive. They were very sharp, very clean, especially when it got a bit wet. And they had a really good start and put us on the back foot. So, yeah, we've still got a bit of work to do. It's early in the year though. We're 3-2, so. Got a tough game next week. The Cats down in Geelong, so we've got to move on quickly.
Their defensive pressure has really gone around the ground, and then they got forward, got inside and put their backs under a lot of pressure. I think the inside 50, 69, 38, that's a lot of pressure. I actually thought the defensive boys held up okay.
Yeah, I think they held up okay as the game went on. Early doors they got some quite easy shots, so the numbers probably don't reflect that. But yeah, they got deep entries and put us under pressure, and we couldn't win contests ahead of the ball or behind the ball in the first half, which showed on the scoreboard.
Their use of the ball, particularly in the wet, Praddy, that's sort of in the middle part of the game, where they used their ball by hand and by foot, was pretty clean given those conditions. Yeah,
they were. They were sharp overall, and they won those really critical contests between the arcs and were able to get forward of the play on us. So, you know, they brought really good heat, and being clean and tough in those conditions probably showed up in the end.
Bit of a longer break now. Look forward to Geelong next Sunday. So work to do, but it's always positive. There's always something we can learn from this.
Yeah, well, certainly it's round 6 coming up, so we're 3-2. We've got to move on. We've got to fix a few issues. We need to get some more supply for our forwards, and we need to sharpen up with a few contest areas across all lines. So, look, the boys know where it's at. We've got a pretty mature group, so I'm sure they'll respond quite well.
Thank you very much for your time, Daniel Pratt.
Thanks,
good on you, mate.
Port Adelaide getting players back. Hickey, Shuey, can he find a chance? Kennedy opens up the angle. They've got a massive mountain to climb, but there's been a momentum shift.
Well, Mark Hutchings, firstly, mate, congratulations on 100 games. For someone like you who's worked so very hard, you must be proud.
Yeah, very proud, mate. It's been a hard slog. A lot of highs and lows, but I've enjoyed every minute of it. And yeah, to run out there, it was a special night. Unfortunately, couldn't get the result, but yeah, the journey's been good so far.
They were pretty good tonight, Port, though, Hutchie, weren't they? They hunted in packs. They always had a release player at the back. When it got wet, they handled those conditions better. Then that second quarter, 6 goals, just got them a decent lead, and we found it really hard to pick it back. Yeah, they had a good start. That first half, got a nice lead, and it's always hard to peg a lead of that size back. Yeah, so not the result we wanted. We'll review it, learn a few things, and just goes to show how tough the AFL industry is. You've got to be on your A game each and every week, because every team's out there to win and to play really hard. So we'll bounce back next week. Hutchie, just young Jack Petrocelli, 5 goals out of 8. Love to see him get a rising star.
Oh, absolutely. He's had a great start to the season. When you kick 5 goals, surely you get the rising star nod. But yeah, if it wasn't for him, our scoreline wouldn't have looked as good. So he played a great game, played to his strengths, used his speed, and kicked really truly. So proud of him. He's had a good pre-season, and I think he'll get better and better with each game. So proud of him.
Thanks again for your time, mate.
Yeah, thanks, Rosco.
That's been Darling, knocks it down. Hutchings on the move, puts it out in front of the speed machine again. In he comes, strolls in, open goal for Petrocelli.
Get it to Jack, out the back. And the crowd have got something to cheer. He's been smart enough not to over-celebrate so far. He's put it through for 5.
And that's it from us down here in the Telstra locker room. Enjoy the rest of your Easter long weekend.